again with my third video. This time I am using a sketch from Sketches in Time blog. I believe it is sketch number 219, but I will link it below. And it's to use 3 photos, and they're supposed to be 4x6 portrait size photos, but I chose to turn the sketch kind of on its side because my photos were landscape. As you can see here, I'm just cutting them down a little bit. I did start out the video by showing you a few paper ideas that I was having. I had picked some out from my stash that I wanted to get used up, and so here you'll see me go through and try to come up with a combination. Now it's a two-tone kind of background, so I really wanted to use 2 pattern papers, which is a little outside my comfort zone. I tend to like my backgrounds more simple, but here you can see I'm going through different options that I have pulled, and I'm not really liking any of them. I don't feel like that coral cardstock is the right color. I don't like the white because I feel like it's too stark and the pictures don't stand out enough. So here I'm going through the Pebbles Jen Hadfield homemade best of collection that I bought from Michael's to come up with a few other options. Now also for my layout, I chose to use a 4x4 photo instead of 3 4x6s, and that's just because I wanted to be able to add somewhere for journaling, and I felt like it would be too cramped if I didn't add that little extra space. So now you just see me going through all the different options that I pulled out here, and I decided that I wanted to use that My Mind's Eye Now and Then. It's like a pink with a cream polka dot, and that is a paper I think I got at a Scrapbook Expo. Oh, there I was just showing you the difference in the paper quality between the My Mind's Eye and the Jen Hadfield. These best of collections are printed on like very thin, like almost printer paper. They're very cheap and you get a ton of paper, but it's just a poor paper quality, which I've talked about before. And now here I really liked this black. It's got like a scripty love written across it, but it is not true 12 by 12. It is probably maybe a 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch too short, and it really was bothering me. But at this point I'm just going through with it. I'm going to see if I can figure it out. I'm trying different layouts here. This is how I'm going to have my photos pretty much in this kind of layout. And here I'm just pulling out some bits and pieces that I thought I might use for embellishing or layering my papers. These are just coming from my scrap box. A lot of them I don't know what they are. I try to keep the branding strip on things for as long as I can so that I can remember where they came from. Or oftentimes I will keep the branding strip and just throw it in my scrap box, so sometimes I can go through and find the branding strip so I know what manufacturer a paper came from. Now I'm cutting down this wood grain paper. I thought I might use that to back my photos on, but I don't end up using it because I don't feel like it, I feel like it blends in too much with the background. And I didn't like the way it looked against the black. Now these photos are of my dog. We just got her in February. She's not even a year old yet, and she is gigantic. She is a very large dog. We have no idea what kind of dog she is, but she is huge, and she thinks she is a lap dog. She tries to sit on your lap all the time, and as you can see, these are pictures of me in the hammock, and she thinks she can come up and join me on it. I have to put my leg over one side because she's going to flip us over because she's so large, and she's also a very klutzy dog. Like she's very gangly and her legs are just everywhere all the time, and she is just a total klutz. But we got these nice pictures of her laying with me. So I wanted to tell this story about how she thinks she's a lap dog. Now the bottom photo, this 4x4 photo that I'm working on right now, it looks like she is making a face like that we were mean to her. Like she looks so pitiful and sad there, but that is just her all the time face. Like that is what she looks like all the time. She has got puppy eyes down to a T. Now I'm still trying to make it work with this black background paper. And I thought maybe if I put in another layer to kind of break it up a little bit that it might work better. But I'm not going to end up liking it. Oh, excuse me. And that paper that I chose it's a pearlescent kind of paper. I have no idea where I got it from. I think somebody gave it to me. And it's like a almost a gray, kind of a grayish gold color, and it really did not go with what I was trying to achieve here. So you're just going to see me mess around with it. And at this point, I am getting pretty frustrated. I think I've cut out all of my hand gestures that I made when I edited the video, but I just feel like it is so busy. And on the video, it doesn't look as busy as it did to me in person, of course. But I just felt like it was just like the pictures were getting lost, and it was just really frustrating me. So this little cut apart card here is from My Mind's Eye Cut and Paste, I believe. And I really liked it. It matches the colors really well, but I don't end up using it. I just couldn't make it work because it just added to the busyness of the layout. And I want my title to be Lapdog. And I end up finding a little sticker that says Moments to add to that. Here you just see me taking the sticky off my paper. I don't have one of those powder tools, so I just use my hand and I press it down on my skin over and over again until it isn't as sticky anymore, and it works just fine. It looks a little silly, but it works. So now I decided that I wanted to move my title up to that kind of empty space next to the second photo. I thought that it would be a good filler for in there. And I'm going to try to use this, or I am going to use this chevron. It's a border sticker off of the Echo Park for the Record 2 sticker elements sheet. And I feel like it brings in some of the dark colors, because in the photo I'm wearing black and my dog has, dark markings on her. So, and here's my embellishment basket. And what I did is I was going to pull out some flowers, and then up in these tins up at the, you can kind of see them at the top of the screen, I have just some random embellishments that I had pulled out and never ended up using on previous layouts. So I'm going to end up pulling those out and using them. And this tag here is actually from a cut apart sheet from the We Are Memory Keepers, the Wildflower collection. I think it says Adventure Awaits, but I cover up the bottom of it so you can't read that anyway. This is a sticker sheet from the Now and Then collection, and I just pulled off a little scalloped circle. It says "and" inside of it, but I didn't really want that to show, so I'm going to cover it up here with this little gold foiled heart. And I pulled out that gold foiled heart, the gold arrow that's by the title, and the like turquoise teal heart that says Remember You Are Loved. Those are from the Becky Higgins Project Life Lucky Charm collection pack, and I had bought that at Walmart. Now here I thought maybe if I layered these pieces down on something, it would kind of mute down the pattern, I guess is what I was thinking, but it doesn't work. But I'm going to try it out. But I just don't like the way that looks either. But I do like that turquoisey teal color. And I believe that is an American Crafts cardstock. I had gotten like a big pack of like rainbow colored cardstock from somewhere, maybe Tuesday Morning or something, a while ago, and I believe it was American Crafts. So I believe that's where most of my cardstock come from. Now here you see there's a little jump in the video. I had gotten so frustrated that I had to walk away. So I took my daughter to Michael's because she had to buy a birthday present for one of her friends. And so I decided, you know, hey, let's take a break, let's go do this. And so when I came back, I decided to remove that black love piece, and I like it a lot better with just that teal layer back there. Here I'm still just trying things out, trying to figure out how to make it, I guess how to make the photos pop a little more. And I really wish, I don't do this, but I really wish that I would have backed them with some fun foam, but when it came time to glue things down, like I just didn't even think about it. So you just see me working on my little clusters here. And I'm trying to make sure that there's a little bit of, you know, each kind of color or each shape or each type of thing in each of the clusters. So I'm pulling out some labels here. These are Studio Calico labels that I had gotten in a Scraptastic kit, I believe. And I'm just pulling out kind of this pinky corally color. I'm using a little one in the top because I have that scallop circle kind of label in the bottom. And then I'm using this bigger label to put my title on. And I'm going to mess around with these letters, and I get very frustrated with them because they will not do what I wanted them to do. Like I felt like when I had them down on the pattern paper, I felt like that A was kind of sitting on the L, and I just thought it looked cute that way, but then when I put it on this label, I hate it, so I mess around with it until I can get them even. And then I'm just adding everything into that cluster there. So now I'm pulling everything apart so that I can start gluing it down. Even gluing the papers down was frustrating. Like I just had kind of had it with this layout and just wanted it to be done. So you're going to see me struggle a little bit here. And I'm ruffling up the sides. Not that it really makes that big of a difference because the photos are going to cover most of it. But the parts that do show, I like it better when they're a little distressed or bent or whatever. So I'm just going to keep working on adhering everything down. And I'm trying to make sure that a little bit of the like teal cardstock shows so that it's not just randomly peeking out of the top and the bottom. I want it to show kind of next to the photos too. I feel like that helps tie in the like the leaves in the flower paper and the lap word stickers. So I'm just going to continue to adhere everything down here. And this tag here, I'm going to put my journaling on it, and I'm going to stamp it with the, I think I just put the month and the year on there. And then my journaling I do with a micron 0.005 pen in black. Just using some Scotch Quick Dry to glue those flowers down. So I'm just going to keep putting everything down, and right here I like the way that was, and then I moved that up a little bit when I glue it down, and it bugs me, and I went back and tried to fix it but after the video was done, but I couldn't get it up, so I just ended up leaving it. That little you and me kind of paint dauber circles I put down, that is from the Creative Agenda collection from Echo Park. That sticker, all of the letter stickers and the moment sticker and the title, those are all from that Creative Agenda. The chevron and the You Are Simply the Best stickers are from the Echo Park for the Record 2 collection. And the black flowers are Prima. Now I'm just using some Freckled Fawn pearls, and I had used some glitter, some big gold glitter enamel dots, and I don't know where I got those from. I can't remember. Now here I could not find any twine, so I decided to use a little piece of paper and tried to thread through this tag, and I did not like the way it was hanging, so I just ended up taking it out and just going without anything in it, which bugs me a little bit, but I couldn't find anything to put in it, so I just left it. Now here's where you see me, sorry for my head, doing the date in my journaling. I got a little ahead of myself earlier. And then while I was at Michael's with my daughter, I bought my first thing of Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold. Super excited about it. You see me doing the Shake, Shake, Shake song from Inky Quill. Now I'm just masking everything off, and I was not prepared for how well those drips were going to come out. The only other inks I have are Glimmer Mists from Tattered Angels from way back when. And they do not drip, like, at all. They are difficult to get out, and they always make weird splatters, so I was not prepared for how nicely that just dropped down on my page, and I really like the way the drops turned out. And there are the close-ups of the layout. Thank you for watching. Go check it out at my blog, which is linked below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.